Hi everyone. Hope you all are good. Here for grade 4 math. You can find all the lessons on aplusstudents.com. You have to log in there using your email address as provided by the administrator. Then you have to select math from the subject tab. Scroll down to grade 4 math lessons. There you can find the list of the chapters. We're going to start with the chapter division. The lessons we're going to cover today are divide two-digit numbers by one-digit number, interpret remainders, divide larger number by one-digit number, word problems, divide larger numbers by one-digit number, interpret remainders, and choose number with a particular quotient. So please make sure you have your notebook and pencil so that you can note down the important examples and definitions as well. Here I am on grade 4 math. Chapter we are on right now is division. Let's just start with the lesson that is divide two-digit numbers by one-digit number, interpret remainders. Colton's floral shop needs to mail 44 checks to the bank. If they can put 8 checks in each envelope, how many checks will be in the final envelope? So 44 checks. If they can put 8 checks in, so we have total 44 checks. We're going to put those 44 checks to 8 envelopes, right? Let's just divide it by the 8. Times 1 is 8, 8 times 2 is 16, 8 times 3 is 24, 8 times 4 is 32, 8 times 5 is 40, and 8 times 6 is 48. So we can go for 8 times 5 is 40, right? Sorry, 40. 4 minus 0 is 4, and 4 minus 4 is 0. So the question is how many checks will be in the final envelope? So in the final envelope, we have 4 checks because 4 is the remainder when we divide it by the 8, right? The correct option is 4. Let's just start with the test questions. A boy at an amusement park has 43 ride tickets. Each ride on the roller coaster costs 6 tickets. After riding the roller coaster as many times as he can, how many tickets will the boy have left? Let's just divide it by the 6. 43 divided by 6. 6 times 7 is 42, and we have the remainder 1. So, how many tickets will the boy have left? So the boy have left only one ticket. He have 43 tickets in total, right? So each ride costs 6 tickets. He did 6 rides. So at the end, he is left with only one ticket. Option number 2 is the correct option. That is 1. At an amusement park, a group of 43 people wants to ride the roller coaster. If each car on the roller coaster holds 2 people, how many people will be in the partially full car? Let's just divide 43 by 2. 2 times 2 is 4. 4 take away 4 is 0. Let's just bring 3 down. 2 times 1 is 2. 3 minus 2 is 1. So we have how many people will be in partially full car? Only one people in the partially full car. The correct option is 4. Option number 1 is the correct option. That is 1. A real estate agent has $47 to spend on newspaper ads. Each ad cost $8. After buying as many ads as she can afford, how much money will the real estate agent have left over? So 47 divided by 8. 8 times 5 is 40. Option number 1 is the correct option. 7 it is. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. The next lesson is divide larger number by one digit numbers word problems. The school party committee has $404 to buy ice cream. If each carton of ice cream costs $4, how many cartons can the committee buy? So 404 divided by 4 is 101. Let's just start with the test question. A house painter has $244 to buy paint. If each can of paint costs $6, how many cans of paint can the painter buy? Six times 4 is 24. 6 times 0 is 0. So we have 4. That is 40. Option number 2 is the correct option. A parking garage wants to collect $840 in parking fee. If the garage charge $8 for each car, how many cars will it take for the garage to meet the goal? So for each car they charge $8, they want to collect $840. So how many cars they need to be parked? 8 times 1 is 8. 8 take away 8 is 0. Bring the 4 down. We cannot divide 8 by 4 by 8, right? Because 4 is a smaller number and 8 is a greater. So we need to put a 0 over here and put a 0 down. So 8 times 5 is 40. That means to meet the goal, they need to park 105 cars. The correct option is option number 1, that is 105. The school party committee has $404 to buy ice cream. If each carton of ice cream cost $4, how many cartons can the committee buy? Option number 1 is the correct option. It would be 101. A school needs to buy 354 pencils for its students. If the pencils comes in packages of 5, how many packages should the school buy? So you need to divide 354 by 5. 5 times 7 is 35, right? So we have a 0. So we can go for 5 times 1. That is 71. Option number 2 is the correct option. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. The next lesson is divide larger number by one digit number, interpret remainders. Let's just start with the test questions. Stroville Beverages has 931 fluid ounces of water to bottle. Each bottle holds 8 fluid ounces. After filling as many bottles as possible, how many fluid ounces of water will be left over? So let's just divide 931 by 8. We need to find how many fluid of water will be the leftover. So we need to work on the remainders. 8 times 1 is 8. 9 take away 8 is 1. Bring 3 down. 8 times 1 is 8. 13 take away 8 is 5. Bring what down? 8 times 6 is 48. 49, 50, 51. We have 3 remainder. The correct option is option number 1. That is 3. Option number 1 is the correct option. Miss Howard has 554 gold stickers and want to give an equal number of each to of her 8 students. If Miss Howard has 554 gold stickers and she give the same number of stickers to each student in the class, how many stickers will be the leftover? Let's just divide 554 by 8. 8 times 6 is 48. 57 minus 8 is 7. We need to bring 4 down. 8 times 9 is 72. So we have a remainder 2. Option number 2 is the correct option. That is 2. A car dealership needs to transport 245 cars to an island. The ferry can hold 6 cars. How many cars will the ferry take on its last trip? Let's just divide 245 by 6. 6 times 4 is 24. So we need to put a 0 over here. 6 times 0 is 0. The correct option is 5. Option number 1 is the correct option. A farmer wants to plant 703 tomato plants. If he put two plants in each full row, how many tomato plants will be in the partially filled row? Let's just divide 703 by 2. Option number 2 is the correct option. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. The next lesson is choose numbers with a particular quotient. Which two numbers from the box to complete the sentence? Which two numbers have the quotient of 7? Quotient of 7 means when you divide them, the answer is 7. So 42 divided by 6 is 7. The numbers are 42 and 6. Let's just start with the test questions. Choose two numbers from the box to complete the sentence. Which two numbers have the quotient of 8? So 48 is 6. 6 times 8 is 48. So the numbers are 48 and 6. Option number 1 is the correct option. 42 and 6. 6 times 7 is 42. Option number 1 is the correct option. Choose two numbers from the box to complete the division sentence. 12 divided by 4 is 3. Option number 1 is the correct option. Choose two numbers from the box to complete the division sentence. 18 divided by 2 is 9. Option number 2 is the correct option. Choose two numbers from the box to complete the sentence. 2 is the correct option, that is 28 and 7. Choose two numbers from the box to complete the sentence. Which two numbers have the quotient 7? That is 42 divided by 7 is 6. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later. So we were working on grade 4 math. Chapter we were working on is division. The lessons we have covered today are Divide two-digit number by one-digit numbers, interpret remainders. Divide larger number by one-digit numbers, word problems. Divide larger number by one-digit number, interpret remainders. Choose numbers with a particular quotient. So please make sure before the next session, you can complete all the practice questions for the lessons we just did. That is your homework from until the next session. So if you need more help with any of the lessons, you can please click on the live chat. Tutors are available there to help you, or either you can write them down in the chat box. I'm here to answer all your questions and confusions if you have any. So, any questions you can please ask if you have any. No questions? Okay, then that's all for today. See you in the next session. Bye, everyone.